need to do your basic graduation. Itna to it was a given, you know, that was the MG, minimum guarantee. You know, when I reached in class 8 and you know बहुत ज़्यादा फिल्में देखने लग गया, बहुत ज़्यादा खेलने लग गया मैं, तो अचानक से ध्यान थोड़ा सा पढ़ाई से हट गया. But initially when I did start off, there definitely was a class. And people saw you through a specific lens. जैसे मैंने कहा, you know, कि एक लेंस से देखते थे कि यार ये टीवी एक्टर है तो ये ओवर एक्टिंग करता होगा. Like नहीं, not necessarily. Overnight failures. I've seen overnight successes too. And I know it for a fact that कुछ भी हो सकता है, you know.
हेलो एवरीवन, दिस इज आयना एंड वेलकम टू इंस्टेंट बॉलीवुड. आज मेरे साथ है बहुत ही बेहतरीन एक्टर विक्रांत मैसी. हेलो.
हाय आयना.
आई वांटेड टू नो कि एजुकेशन की आपके लाइफ में कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस थी ग्रोइंग अप. बिकॉज हर एक हाउस होल्ड में कभी कभी होता है कि बस तू पास हो जा. मेरे घर पे था कि नो, लाइक education is important.
Yes.
We need you to, you know, get this
at least get a graduation, right?
Yeah, and also get certain percentage.
अच्छा.
That was also there.
मेरे घर पे भी it was a balance, you know. मेरे घर वाले they were not behind me like, you know, ये percentage लाना है, ये percentage लाना है, but they were very clear that you need to do your basic graduation. इतना तो it was a given, you know. That was the MG, minimum guarantee.
Yeah.
And they were pretty lenient, and I was very lucky. My parents were pretty lenient. We were allowed to do what we wanted to do, but at the same time एग्जाम्स के टाइम पे केबल कट जाता था, you know. वो केबल कटनी, वो निकाल देते थे, वो पीछे से निकाल के वो रख देते थे. फिर जैसे जैसे हम बड़े हुए तो बाद में उन्होंने फोन करके बोल दिया, क्योंकि हम उसको निकाल के वापस लगा देते थे. तो they did their best. And yeah, like education is very very important for me. So I think I'm still educating myself, you know. I'm not formally in a college or through a university, but I love reading.
You know, they say that everything's temporary, but your knowledge is permanent, and I think that's what education does.
Absolutely. I think it's so it is so character building, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, so many things are concomitant with just education. Your confidence, your worldview, your wisdom. And just how do you tackle in life in general. I think it teaches us so many things. I mean, I'm still figuring it out myself.
Do you remember आपको 10th or 12th में कितना मिला था? Because that used to be one of the most important board exams of our lives. Yeah. And what were you like during board exams?
I was a decent student. I mean, I was. There were days when I was bright. There were days when I was like really good. But वो I think depend करता था. But that was pre-class 8. You know, when I reached in class 8 and you know बहुत ज़्यादा फिल्में देखने लग गया, बहुत ज़्यादा खेलने लग गया मैं, तो अचानक से ध्यान थोड़ा सा पढ़ाई से हट गया. But I always made sure that I was also very lazy, यार, you know. मेरा था कि as you said, you know, कि हाँ ठीक है, पास होना है, पास होने लायक पढ़ लो, आगे देखी जाएगी टाइप. So I kept my head, you know, एग्जाम्स के टाइम पे किताबों में पूरे साल बाहर खेल रहे होते थे या डांस कर रहे होते थे कहीं ना कहीं. एंड आई स्कोर्ड अ 58 इन माय 12th. You know, वो भी बहुत है मेरे लिए, knowing, considering the fact कि I was already working, I was already shooting, I had already started doing television by that time. And but I was also very lazy as a student.
No, but you know, one thing that I feel education teaches us and school life teaches us, और life में बहुत काम आती है कि आप कितना भी एग्जाम दोगे और आप फेल होगे, you have to restart and get up and do it. And that is the same thing with being an actor as a profession, where you have to give auditions जो आपका एग्जाम होता है, fail and kind of restart with another audition. How have you picked up yourself on days where, you know, you've been rejected or failed?
I mean, some days were really tough, but by the end of it, you know, you need to have faith in yourself, right? And maybe because I wanted to be an actor so bad, you know, I really wanted to be an actor so bad that, like, even those setbacks were like a learning curve for me. I saw them that way. And I am someone who very naturally tends to sort of take constructive criticism very positively. So if at all there were days, which there were, when I was way off the mark, I took that in my stride, and I made sure that I learned from my mistakes, you know, work on myself constantly and not repeat the same mistakes again, and also be adaptable, because, you know, life is moving so fast, things are moving so fast, you know, so one constantly has to sort of keep updating with time.
You know, the first इंस्टेंट जब मैंने आपको टीवी पे देखा था was actually धूम मचाओ
Yeah.
धूम when you all four of you all
Yeah.
were there, and I
Yeah.
think that was like my favorite show
Yeah.
ever. And you know, to see you then in doing films and doing so many TV shows, it's a great arc.
Thank you.
At that point of time, you know, whenever I talk to actors today who started off so early, they said that it was a clear struggle and there was a glass jahan pe you know, people were not very accepting us in the films.
Yeah.
In the beginning, did you face that?
Yes.
And you've managed to have a successful film career as well. How did you do that?
I mean, that happened over a period of time. You know,
Yeah.
these are things which you realize only in retrospect. But initially, when I did start off, there definitely was a glass, and people saw you through a specific lens. But that kind of fueled me up. You know, that was something which I felt discriminated. You know, I felt like, no, I think this sense of elitism really needs to sort of get a fresh perspective, because there was that elitist approach towards, you know, in cinema. They saw TV actors as inferior creative artists, whereas that has never been the case. You know, people sometimes tend to forget, you know, that the late legendary Irfan Khan Saab was also from TV.
Yeah.
Nasir Saab was also from TV. Om Puri Saab was also from TV. Everybody's done TV. Like even Anurag Kashyap's made TV shows before he made films. A lot of people tend to forget that, but then it's okay. Even Shah Rukh Khan sir, I mean, you know, उनका example तो है ही, because he's like a global icon. But सिर्फ वही नहीं है, और भी बहुत सारे लोग हैं, पंकज कपूर साहब हों, you know, इतने कितने सारे लोग टीवी से आए हैं. But I think it's okay. It's their short-sightedness. You know, you really cannot help.
Did that ever bog you down?
It did. Of course it did. जैसे मैंने कहा, you know, कि एक लेंस से देखते थे कि यार ये टीवी एक्टर है तो ये ओवर एक्टिंग करता होगा. Like नहीं, not necessarily. I mean, if given an opportunity, then why not? You know, we are catering to different mediums. You know, and we know how to cater to different mediums. I mean, but then thankfully, you know, a lot of things have changed. The last 5-8 years have been very, very different.
Yeah.
And also because OTTs paved a new, you know, platform altogether. So a lot of people, and not just TV actors, but even theatre actors who never got an opportunity in TV,
Yeah.
or TV actors who never got an opportunity in films. I think a lot of these creative people, writers, directors, and technicians have an opportunity today.
You know, like you said, 12th में भी मैं पढ़ाई करता था, and at the same time I was an actor.
Yeah.
Now also, you know, you have a personal life with your wife and stuff. Does it get very difficult to balance work and
Some
the
days.
personal life?
Some days. There are days when you want to sit back at home, you
And
know, you want to
just
spend time with your
time.
family.
Yeah.
Like, अरे यार, India Pakistan का World Cup match है, you know, you want to sit at home and watch that game with your family, but no, you have to work. But I mean, there are also perks and benefits, so I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, वो होता है, you know, there are days like that, but then I count my blessings every day. I'm not complaining at all.
But even the fact that, you know, you've come a long way, still everyone talks about your simplicity. And but it really, you know, I'm curious to know कि आप अभी तक, you know, वो हो जाता है कि अभी actor हूँ. But I've seen in one of the interviews you're like, no, I don't call the paps, and my life is still simple, and we still go to D-Mart, and we will still go grocery shopping and all of that. But it takes certain kind of training, right? Because you end up upping your lifestyle after you start even financially growing.
I think the word training. I think it's something like that. You know, you have to constantly remind yourself, because by the end of it, all of this is very temporary. You know, I know it for a fact that this is not going to be my life forever. And I want, like, there is a conscious effort to retain the middle class essence of life.
But why?
Because I've seen it all. You know, I've seen it all. I've seen overnight failures. I've seen overnight successes too. And I know it for a fact that कुछ भी हो सकता है. You know. For example, I mean, it's too personal though, but my family has seen life change overnight on multiple occasions. And that is a learning that, you know, आज पैसा है, fame है, कल नहीं होगा. And पैसा और fame should not, you know, dictate your life to an extent that your life is shattered. And I've seen so many people कि रातों रात पैसा चला गया, घर चला गया, सब कुछ चला गया, सड़क पे आ गए, and they don't know how to live. They don't know how to survive. तो ठीक है, आज पैसा है, अच्छी बात है, 4 जगह घूम लेते हैं, 4 चीज ले लेते हैं, लेकिन अगर कल को नहीं रहेगा तो फिर रातों की नींद नहीं उड़ेगी, इतना श्योर है. You know, at least I can still sleep sound.
You know, my dad always says that you should learn to be like an amphibian, live under the water and also on the land.
The land, yeah.
Because
One has to be
it's-
adaptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But very less actors we see who train themselves that way because it's very easy that side of life is so attractive, that glamour, that
is.
industry.
It is.
You can
Yeah,
end up
you can end up.
succumb
And,
into it.
and I think to each their own. You know, it's
Yeah.
fine. Some people find solace in that. Great for them. I find solace in the life I've built for myself. So because this is what suits me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we jump on to our next segment, which
Lovely.
is basically quick questions.
Perfect.
I'm going to ask you a few of them. Okay, a recent film you wish you were a part of.
3 Idiots
3 Idiots.
or Lagan.
Yeah. Your favorite co-actor.
Pankaj Tripathi and Sania Malhotra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sanya's a lot of fun. Pankaj
Yeah.
sir as well.
Yeah, they're fabulous people, fabulous actors.
Is there anything you have learned from anyone on set?
Oh, I learned from so many people on every film.
But that one thing that's stayed
I
with
think
you.
I would mention Vinod Chopra sir here because मेरा एक refresher course in life हुआ है उनके साथ. The last 2 years have been so much of unlearning and learning simultaneously. I think I've learned a lot from
Yeah.
Vinod Chopra sir.
3 things जो आपको लगता है कि एक्टर में होना चाहिए.
Actor में होना चाहिए discipline and it could mean in any way. Adaptability. Adaptability बहुत जरूरी है. And perspective होना बहुत जरूरी है. You need to have some perspective at least.
Have you ticked all that for yourself?
I'm still figuring it out. I don't know.
Okay, whose fashion style do you like in the industry?
Saif Ali Khan.
Saif Ali Khan.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing you will never forget, no matter how big you grow.
Where I come from.
Your reaction to when you read a rumor about yourself.
Laugh it out. Yeah.
It doesn't now you're immune to.
एक तो मेरे बारे में इतने रूमर्स होते हैं नहीं ज्यादा.
हाँ.
ठीक है. और जो होते भी हैं तो वो बड़े स्टूपिड से होते हैं.
So you just
like हाँ हंस के छोड़ देते हैं हम.
Okay, one thing someone should know if they want to be a friend with you.
That I am a homebody. I am not someone who really socializes outside. If you want to befriend me, come home and chill at home.
If not an actor, what profession would you opt for?
In some public service department.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's like.
हाँ, कहीं ना कहीं हम भी मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो कहानियां मैं बोलता हूँ वो भी एक पब्लिक सर्विस ही तो है कहीं ना कहीं. I want to inspire people. I want to tell their stories. I want to represent the common man. These are the things that I want to do.
And you are doing that.
Yeah, I hope I'm successful at that.
Yeah, 100%. You're inspiring a lot of people. Thank you so much for this conversation.
Thank
Wish
you.
you all the very best for 12th fail.
Thank you,
and
Aina.
all
Thank
the future projects.
Thank you. Lovely chatting.
Same here.
Thank you.
Same.
Hi guys, this is Vikrant Massey. If you've liked this video, please like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood.